Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our second installment of What's New, What's Great, What's Going On at the Hamilton Hotel. I'm Jen, and here with my partner in crime, Laura, and we've got a special guest. So thanks so much for joining us, and here we go.
Pleasure to be here.
Hello, everybody out there in the quarantine world. You know, we're excited to do segment number 2 here at the Hamilton Hotel. As you can see, I'm still in the Schuyler space, which we talked a little bit about last week. I hope you all did some research on Elizabeth Schuyler Hamilton after sharing the kind of the story behind the name. So, and then JLo, who I like to call, is sitting in our Lux Bar Society, which we'll talk a little bit about later. But I really am super pumped to introduce our amazingly talented food and beverage director, Joe Palminteri, who will be able to kind of share the story behind Via Sophia today. Via Sophia is our Italian restaurant that is also connected to the Hamilton Hotel. While he kind of goes off and talks about the amazing things that Via Sophia has to offer and talks a little bit about our chef, Colin Clark, who is incredible. I'm going to sip on one of these lovely little BuzzBalls that we actually
great, Laura.
we offer inside our hotel room. So if you were to check in as a guest at the Hamilton Hotel, you would see one of these little BuzzBalls. They actually originated out of Austin, Texas, I believe. And they're premium spirits mixed with like organic juices. So for someone who's lazy like me, who doesn't know how to make a cocktail, grab one of these in the mini bar at the Hamilton Hotel and you're all set. So I'm gonna let Joe take it away. I'm just gonna add one more thing. You know, sitting inside Via Sophia, having an amazing, authentic Italian meal is one thing. You know, I'm sitting there with the client, but then having Joe sit there beside me and really discuss like how the pizza is made, you know, him being his roots are Italian. So like Joe's just like the best person to have sitting next to you while you're eating this Italian authentic meal. So Joe, we're excited to have you. Please, you know,
thank you guys. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Jen. So thank you so much for this introduction, and I'm really super excited to be part of this. Thank you for inviting me. So just kind of a quick background. Yeah, and really quickly on the BuzzBalls, right? Yeah. So BuzzBalls, we are the first establishment to carry BuzzBalls here in the DC market. So really proud of that. And BuzzBalls was created by the Kick family, Merrily Kick, who is the matriarch of the family. Her and her sons actually own and operate the company. Production happens out of Dallas, Fort Worth in Texas. But we're really proud to be the first folks in DC to actually carry the BuzzBalls. And as you alluded to, 100% juice. It's kosher certified. It's got less sugar than most other kind of ready-made cocktails. No high fructose syrup. And they also use what's called an enzo restore, which is an enzyme that aids in breaking down plastics. So very
cool.
Yeah, wow, eco-conscious. Joe, a lot of information I did not know.
I mean, we try to align ourselves with brands that, you know, share the same ideals. And certainly we like to be environmentally friendly as much as we can. So BuzzBalls was really great. And in my original discussions with them, it was something that really caught my eye. So I like that they were doing that.
And I'm currently drinking the ruby red grapefruit flavor, but they do come, I think we have like 6 or 7 other flavors on our takeout menu.
We have 6 flavors, yeah. Which are
chocolate one I want to try, but this is delicious.
Awesome.
That looks really good.
So yeah, find one in your room or through room service delivery. Okay, so Via Sophia, upscale modern osteria. So what does that mean to the regular layman's? Okay, so upscale and modern. If you walk into Via Sophia, you see the design is really elevated. It's upscale. You have this beautiful marble lacing the entire space. And the same thing with the food. The food is deep rooted in traditional Italian ingredients, particularly Southern Italian ingredients, most of the menu. But Colin Clark, who's our executive chef, who is incredibly talented, he is truly a culinary artist. And I couldn't be more thankful to work with Colin. You know, Colin comes from an incredible pedigree, culinary pedigree. He's originally a South Philly guy. He came up through Mark Vetri, which is one of the more famous chefs in all of Philadelphia. And then he made his way up to DC. He helped open Le Diplomat, which for those of you who know Le Dip, it is a monster in this market. And he was with them for several years. And then he went over to Fiola Mare. And again, for those of you who know the DC market, Fiola Mare is arguably, or has been arguably, one of the better restaurants in all of DC.
Right, in Georgetown, so good.
In Georgetown, super high end. And it really, the food that we serve in Via Sophia, all of this incredible culinary expertise that he's gained over his career really comes out in the food. So, you know, again, Colin, truly an artist in what he does. The food itself, though it is incredibly elevated, because there's so much care that goes into the food, into the preparation, into the execution. Despite that, it is really quite approachable across the board for all palates. And the reason for that is that in addition to these amazing entrees and things that he creates, we have some very familiar things that people are very familiar in seeing in Italian restaurants. For instance, pizza, right? We have pizza. The difference with our pizza is that—
I'm just going to interrupt and tell you right now, it is the best pizza I've had in DC, like by far. Like my first lunch with Joe, I left and I was like, oh my gosh, this, how does this happen? Like,
so it's a combination of two things. Great talent that creates the pizza from the very beginning. So
that methodology.
We create all our own dough right here in-house.
Right.
Okay? And it's 75% whole wheat. It's fermented over a 72-hour period. And from the moment that it comes out of the fridge to when it's kneaded by our master pizzaiolos and into that Mario Cunto oven, and the Mario Cunto oven comes from Naples.
About 4,000 pounds, right?
4,000 pounds. We had to reinforce the floors just to get that bad boy in here.
It's huge.
And we keep it between 600 and 700 degrees Fahrenheit. Pizza goes in, out in less than 2 minutes. You have that beautiful blistering around the crust, and it's all premium ingredients. Again, it's a pizza, but it is the best kind of pizza. Wood burning oven, no gas. So just keeping the wood and the temperature at an accurate heat, if you will, requires some level of expertise. So again, the pizza in itself, fundamentally, it's a pizza, right? And you can get pizza at a lot of places, but the type of care and love that goes into that pizza is pretty significant, and it comes out in the flavors for sure.
Joe, you're absolutely right, because it's all about the pizza. There's pizza and then there's pizza.
Yeah.
That thin crust says it all. It's just incredibly flavorful.
It
and then
really
you pair that with the cold pizza wine, and it's like, you know, which I was very new to. I didn't understand the cold temperature of the pizza wine. It's literally called on our menu, pizza wine, right?
Yeah, it's the Gragnano, and the Gragnano is a delicious, bubbly. It's almost as if you're drinking grapefruit juice with a high alcohol content. It is delicious.
Definitely feeling it. I'm not gonna lie.
So when you come to Via Sophia, ask for our Gragnano. We have plenty of it.
Right.
So in addition to Colin, just quickly, just to give some love to his team, the culinary team, you know, Trevor, who is one of the sous chefs, again, incredible pedigree, comes from, he trained at Le Bernardin in New York City. Min Trung, who has been with the hotel for over 20 years. He's an incredibly seasoned vet, and he can execute anything that he puts his mind to. And then Irvin Bernstein, who is he's a young man who's coming up in the ranks, but again, under Colin and Trevor's guidance, he is quickly becoming a great sous. So, you know, having great culinary expertise, the care that goes into the food, it speaks volumes. And again, I think the general public is kind of a great marker for how we've performed since we've opened. I mean, a vast majority of our online reviews and the general feedback that we gotten from the local and national press has all been incredibly positive and really says a lot about the culinary team. So I'm really proud to work with Colin, and I think we have something very, very special here at Via Sophia when it comes to our program.
Absolutely. And I think the picture behind Joe speaks for itself. Like, if you can just see all of these amazing dishes. I mean, I have my personal favorites, obviously the fungi, the pizza, and I wasn't even a fan of mushrooms until a few years ago, but that pizza, amazing. And
Divine.
I think, Joe, if you want to go into a little bit about like what we've been doing, you know, to be proactive with the whole coronavirus.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, as everyone knows, we're all kind of in the same bucket, right? In trying to be malleable during these times and trying to figure out how we can help our, you know, the public, and how we can kind of maintain a certain moniker of business during these really difficult times. So we are offering a takeout menu. It is a condensed menu, but it really has the essence of what the Via Sophia menu is all about. We offer pastas on our menu, homemade, all made in-house. We offer pizzas, homemade, all made in-house. We offer a few entrees that comes from our normal Via Sophia menu. And, you know, we are practicing all of the highest CDC guidelines when it comes to pickup service. So it is completely contactless. All the ordering can be done online or by phone. There is no exchange of payment. Once you have put in your order, we bag it, again, using all of the highest safety standards, and we provide it for you as a designated spot where you can just literally come and grab it. Or if you choose, we'll put it right in your trunk upon arrival.
That's perfect. You can't get better than that, Joe. So that's an excellent service.
So we've had a really nice response from the local community. You know, we're neighbors with the Washington Post, so they've been very supportive of us, and we're very supportive of them. So we're doing some really cool things, and you know, in addition to trying to maintain operations at some level, you know, we do have some training programs that we've implemented to make sure that we keep our staff engaged. Chris Van Jura, who is our general manager at Via Sophia and Society, he's creating all kinds of wonderful online YouTube training videos. Again, the folks can't be here with us, but we can still be with them in that respect. And we've also created a couple of different programs for people to not only stay engaged, but to continue their training program while they're, you know, waiting for things to get back to normal. So we've implemented programs for everyone to get tips trained, Serve Safe certified, in-house harassment training. Ecolab is our I'm sorry, guys, I'm drawing a blank. But Ecolab provides us with all our cleaning products and things of that nature, and they're very closely tied into the CDC. So there's plenty of new training programs in that respect, and just doing our very best to keep our team engaged, you know, during this difficult time, and obviously supporting them in any way that we can to make sure that they're whole, you know, while work is out.
That's great. You've been really busy, so
yeah.
To you and the team, thank you so much. So
you're welcome.
What a wealth of information. So all this is coming together really in essence to provide the client and our guests with an elevated experience. That's what it's all about, taking away something that's memorable so you can share it with others and keep coming back. So thank you so much to everyone for joining. We are so pleased to have you with us, and stay tuned for next week for the third installment. So thank you so much.
Thanks so much
to both partners in crimes, Joe and Jen. You guys rock. Be sure to go to Via Sophia, look at their takeout menus, grab one of these BuzzBalls, pick it up right on 14th and K next to Hamilton Hotel, and we'll be in touch soon with our next Hamilton Hotels happy hour. Stay safe, everybody.
Have a great
Bye, guys.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.